Hello everyone, I am Zerg Sentinel, and welcome back to Century of Economy. With both sides weary of conflict, the English and Spanish begin tentative peace talks. The Forward goes 4 for 4 to take 2 masts off of the Thomas Jefferson. Talks of peace haven't reached the front lines yet, and the Apollo is sunk by the Fuerza de Dios. The White Rose flees into a fog bank, and the USS Pearl sinks the accused. The Spanish re-explore their trading port and are overjoyed to find finished goods, currently the most valuable resource. The Rosal and Cazador point their bows east toward the pirates. In the background, the Darkhawk II has fallen to the Serviente. Kanohi Island once again produces food, and once again there is a Spanish town on it. More shenanigans from Pandora's box. The Spanish gave themselves the cursed conch to interfere with cursed monsters. The whirlpool dragged the San Jose all the way over to the church on the cliff by the sea. Next came the now predictable placement of trees to repair ships, with the Trinity, the Hiding American, and Angelica all being repaired. It was this repair of Angelica that prompted me to ask about the interaction of the UTs, and when we learned that the trees could not be placed this way. As such, it was the last time any faction was able to free repair a ship. The Spanish finished their turn by finally launching the Buscador and El Raton. With the English departing, the Spanish can finally begin to repair their damaged ships. El Relampago and the El Cruzado are prominently featured, while the newly launched Magdalena can be seen on the starboard side of the Trinity. The Sea Nymph docks and steals a coin, then the Scarlet Star docks at the American home island and makes off with their last 2 coins. The pirates have brought a home island raiding squad to finish off the Americans. The Cursed are doing well, recovered from the battle with Spain. Terox to generate segments at Aguinvare Gacali. The Cursed upgrade their metals island from a town to a trading port. Leaving the Jefferson, the Forward dismashed the Rattlesnake. Hard times are falling on the Americans, and the Spanish are nowhere to be found. The Colossus comes around and takes the Dragon's Breath down to her last mast. The Pearl comes to engage the Grand Wind, passing the Providence on her way, but only manages to eliminate 1 mast. The Dragon's Breath is dismasted by the recently repaired schooner, which emerged from the fog and provides a nice support for the Colossus. The Forward was within range of the Jefferson's cannons and paid for it, losing her front and back masts in a double shoot action from the American warship. Expanding their resource efforts, the Spanish launched the El Dorado from a turn of Davy Jones at the end of their turn. The Scarlet Star and Sea Nymph make out from the American home island like bats out of hell. Meanwhile, the Grand Wind engages the Pearl, using her re-rolling cannoneer to eliminate a mast from the American. The El Dorado used her ability and an extra action to sail up to the Dragon's Breath and whisk her away to the pirate home island and relative safety. The Forward returns the favor to the Thomas Jefferson twofold, nearly crippling her. The English also re-explore one of their trading ports and found finished goods. This pleased the English greatly. Despite her size, the Grand Wind has little chance against not 1, but 2 decently equipped American gunships. The Intrepid and Pearl tear through her and leave her with a fire mast. Not willing to leave her alone, the Colossus sails over and eliminates 2 more masts. The Scarlet Star and Sea Nymph are boxed in by American gunships. Will they manage to survive? The Jefferson lurches forward and takes the Rattlesnake under tow. The Grand Wind is dismasted by American firepower and will sink very soon. The Cursed launch from Aguinvare Gacali. Among the ships launched are the Drowned Man, Wida, and Divine Dragon. The Santissima Trinidad is fully repaired and one-shots not 1, but 2 pirate ships that were threatening the church on the cliff by the sea. The Nubian Prince attacks the Bruja, not eliminating a mast, but taking her captain via Aruj Barbarossa. The Spanish set up an aggressive defensive line against the pirates, cutting them off from their island. The Buscador oversees some UT transfers from the San Jose, itself, and El Raton. The pirates open fire on the Americans, with the Ranger dealing damage and allowing the Scarlet Star to escape immediate harm. More pirate gunships are on their way. When no one was looking, the Curse re-established another colony and upgraded it to level 4. The Sea Nymph was not as fortunate as the Scarlet Star, and is sunk by the Colossus. The Buscador transfers the heart of Davy Jones to the repaired and recrewed La Muerte. Now no enemy ability, like a Kraken, can affect the ship. On top of that, the Muerte has been outfitted with a canceller crew from Cazador's Pirates of the Great Sea. Speaking of, the Spanish launched the Estrella de la Mañana, also from the Great Sea. As the grand wind sinks, the pirates get revenge, dismasting the Intrepid. With the sun blazing, the pirates put the hurt on the Americans. The Ranger succeeds at her broadside's attack to cripple the Providence. The Lady Scorn took a mast off of the Pearl, and the schooner has been hit with yet another firepot. Using her speed and ghost ship ability, the Deliverance zooms to the front lines and finishes off the Providence. With an extra from Sean Cannonball Gallows, the Deliverance comes about and cripples the Pearl. Back in pirate waters, the Harbinger from Return of Davy Jones is launched from Dead Man's Point, while the Scopio has finished repairing. Spanish ships flock to the finished goods island, taking as much of the resource as they can. A storm moves over Fort Brompton. Will the fort survive? No! Brompton is destroyed by the storm, and the English lose their access to the portals. The Cristobal and Nubian prince dismash the Bruja. A storm narrowly misses the president, and the Spanish breathe a sigh of relief. Alas, the Thomas Jefferson is set alight by her old foe, the Forge. Now it is highly likely that both ships will sink. The Fallen Angel approaches the English trading port. The two nations are trade partners, but what could they be plotting? The Apollo, Fire and Steel, and Dauntless enter the theater, establishing an iron grip on the waters north of the American home island. The Dauntless is given an extra action and sinks the Thomas Jefferson. The Americans use chain towing to get the Swamp Fox out of harm's way. A wide shot of the American home island. Pirate gunships continue to make their way into the area, and have begun to ram ships docked at the island. The Spanish are within striking and helping distance, but so far have not. The English have cut off northern waters to the Americans. Overall, things are not looking good for them. The pirates explore the former French home island and find food. However, the pirates have plans for this island and must see them through, even if they don't want to. The Cursed have upgraded their other colony to level 5. With that, the Cursed have completely recovered from the Spanish attack. The Greyhound rams the Fallen Angel derelict. What are the English and Cursed doing? The Louisiana is a lucky ship, surviving a broadside from the Apollo with only one mast eliminated. And then the Endeavour crossed her bow and eliminated another. In the background, the Forge has sunk the Rattlesnake. The Swallow sinks the Cursed Blade, and moves on to dismast the Louisiana. And that wraps up this report. Still to come, factions gear up for war and begin planning for the endgame. If you want to see all that and more, make sure you're subscribed. If you like what you saw, hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.